Hello guys, it's me TTM. Finally, the final class balance changes patch has been updated. Today we are going to look at the overall changes and new builds of DPS Paladin. Then, let's go together. In last patch, the attack type of every skills for Paladin has been changed as back attack. And in recent patch updated on April 27th, the damage of the punishment skills and the God's Executor duration were increased. And the amazing thing is that the developers mentioned the DPS Paladin themselves.
In the case of DPS Paladin, we increased the duration for the judgment engraving and the damage for punishment skills because his DPS quite low.
Anyway, on this patch, we need to focus on changes of attack types. What does this means? This means 1. Convenience of combat position. 2. Add 10% crit chance bonus. 3. Possibility of using the Master of Ambush. First, let's talk about the convenience of combat position. Before, Paladin used main DPS skills that Holy Sword, Executor Sword, and Punishment, and their types were the front attack, but all other DPS skills were back attack. Due to this, the DPS Paladin had to constantly shift positions according to each skill's situations, and this naturally led to DPS loss. But now that all skills have been unified with back attack, you can raise your DPS more easily in combat, and also, you can damage enemies more efficiently in a short time. Next is a 10% crit chance bonus. In the combat system, head attack gives you 20% additional damage and 10% stagger bonus, and back attack gives 5% additional damage and 10% critical chance bonus. So, Paladins who are after balance changes now can obtain a 10% critical bonus from all DPS skills. And this, naturally allow us to invest more in swiftness. Take my gear as an example. Previously, I composed stats like this. But now we can get additional 10% crit chance with back attack, so we can add more swiftness to rings or earrings. So my final accessory setting is like this. As a result, I can get additional 7% movement speed and attack speed and 8% cooldown reduction bonus while maintaining previous crit chance. Then, let's talk about Master of Ambush. Master of Ambush is a powerful engraving that increases the DPS by 25% when you success back attack. Previously, it was an engraving that could never be used because the attack types of skills of Paladin were dispersed in the back and head. But now, the Master of Ambush is an engraving that needs to be used to maximize DPS. So, I changed my engravings like this. The last is about my skill sets. I tested various combinations of skills on the PTR server, but, in the end, I focus on the 3 skill sets that showed the best performance. The first is using the punishment, and the second and third is using the flash slash. The advantage of using punishment is that it can completely compensate for the weak point and stagger that Paladin lacks. However, there is no super armor, so it has a high risk of being cancelled easily by every attack of the boss. The second and third is the new settings using Flash Slash. Flash Slash is one of Paladin's powerful DPS skills. Depending on which tripod you choose, it can cause as much damage as the Holy Sword, and all attack can be critical. However, the stagger is low and there is no weak point level. The third tripod of Flash Slash is divided into Swift Swordcraft and Change Swordcraft. Swift Swordcraft has mid-high damage, short casting time. Change Swordcraft has very high damage and has a long casting time. Depending on your situation, you can use Swift Swordcraft for Agile Boss and Change Swordcraft for Slow Boss. Next, I'm going to answer why not using Spin Slash and Execution of Justice. Spin Slash is a skill that has a very high DPS when using the 3-2-1 tripod, but it is very difficult to use in the raid because it has a slow attack speed and does not have super armor. And also, the speed of filling faith gauge is very slow. When using the N2-1 tripod, Execution of Justice can inflict the most powerful damage among every Paladin skills, but it has slow attack speed and also has disadvantage that it is very difficult to hit the skill. To summarize, both are good DPS skills but lack practicality. Next, I'm going to talk about holy skills. In addition to the synergy for party, we need to use holy skill to increase DPS for Paladin, and to fill the faith gauge quickly. First, Wrath of Goddess skill must be used. Its cooldown is middle, but it can fill a huge amount of faith every used. And when using Tripod Express Fury, you can give attack power buff for you and party. And also its cooldown is 27s, that is same with cooldown of Holy Sword. This means, we can always use Holy Sword with buff of Wrath of God. And don't forget that use always the same gem to make the cooldown of them equal. Heavenly Blessing is also good choice. Its cooldown is very long, but it can also give attack power buff for you and party. And by using it with Wrath of God, you can maximize buff duration. Holy Protection is one of the perfect utility skill of Paladin. It can give shield, movement speed and healing at the same time. Use it whenever you want to boost your survival with a party. Last is Light of Judgment. Along with the Wrath of God, the Light of Judgment is one of the skills that can fill much amount of faith gauge. If you want to enter in Judgment mode very quickly, use this with Wrath of God. This concludes the new guide video of just Paladin after the balance changes. See you in the next video. Bye.